Jerry Hardesty here again in my studio and painting live today. So I hope that y'all come back and watch, because I think it's going to be interesting. I'm going to continue working on this painting that I started on yesterday. If you recall, I had a little bit different setup. So today I'm trying to make it better. I actually experimented last night with the setup because I was not happy with the way it turned out yesterday at all, or at least the images that you saw. So I switched things around. I think that you can see the painting just a little bit better than from a side angle. The light is better on the painting, and you can see what I will actually be doing on the painting itself. So with all of that in mind, I think it's better. And we'll just go from there. So, if you have any questions today, I keep adjusting this just a little bit so you can get a better picture of the whole painting. But if you have any questions today, please ask. I had a number of questions from yesterday, and I answered those once I finished with the actual painting for the day. So I finished those up on Facebook. So I'll plan on doing the same thing today. So if you have questions, please ask. All right, one of the things that I did yesterday was, if you recall, I created this space right here with some crackle paste. And I said I want to show you how it cracks. It has cracked, but I'm sure you can't see it at this particular angle. So later on, when we get closer to the end, I'll have to move the camera just a little bit closer so that you can see the cracks in this particular spot. Also, I looked at the painting last night and thought, you know, what do I need to do to improve? Well, I'm not happy with this that stops right here. I want to extend that gray kind of on up in here, perhaps even off the painting itself, or off the canvas. Over here, I've got this black part, but it looks like a triangle, so I'm not happy with that. So I'm still not happy with this down in here, but it's not as bad as I thought it was yesterday. And this again, this side at the bottom is very similar to this side. And so I need to change that some way to make it more fit in. So with all those things in mind, I will get started here. I think what I'll do first is, I'm using the same tools. I've got the same brushes. Even though I don't like washing brushes, I stuck them in water and let them soak overnight. So they're clean, again, at least for the start of the painting. So what I'd like to do is, I think I'm going to mix up a little paint, the black with some white to make that gray. In other words, I kind of want to match the gray that's in here, the black and gray that's in here, and we'll go from there. So what I'm going to do is, I want this to be kind of fluid, so I'll spray some water to the canvas itself, spray some water onto the paint that I just mixed up, and let's see if I can't just blend some paint in there. If not, can you see that? Yeah. And it's going to run. Okay, let's just take it on down, since I don't want it to match this side over here. I'm not sure anybody's watching today, but you know, hey, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead, finish the painting. I think I want a little bit of black in there. Ooh, nice. Whether anybody's watching or not, I'm painting. If you're watching, you might say hi. I can say hi back. I'm not so worried about covering up this cracked white now. In fact, covering up a little bit can cause some nice texture. Just using some water there because some nice brush strokes by just adding a little bit of white and pulling that white down into the gray, back into the gray. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I like that. There's probably just a little bit too much there. Now let's see if I can do the same thing, pulling some gray or black up into this white. Yeah, how about that? You know, one of the jobs of an artist is to move the viewer's eyes around the painting so that they're not just looking in one place. So to create the interest. And you know, I was going to add something else to that, but he totally slipped my mind. I'm liking that. Ah, I know what I was going to say. And as part of my job in doing that, I don't want to stay real close to the painting because I don't get the whole perspective of it. So I need to back off and take a look at it from time to time to see if what I think I'm doing looks good, or if that I like actually does look good, or that I like. I'm liking that. Okay, let's go over here. Since I said I don't like this because it's in a triangular shape. That's more. That's better. Let's put some black in that. Sorry, I'm not talking as much today, but you know, sometimes you just got to stop and communicate with your work. You know, when I watch other artists paint, they're all over the place. They're here, and then they're here, and then they're here, and then they're here. And, you know, I wonder why. I think it's because you can be working on something and you spot something over here. Ooh, that needs some attention. And so you move over there for a while. I like that. I like that. I'm liking it. I'm liking this better today than I was yesterday, but hey. That's kind of the point. I want some of that white to show through there. A little more white. How about that? Ah, Bethel. Hey, how are you? I assume you mean that you need to move around to see how it all relates to the whole. And that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Glad to see you're back today, Beth. That's looking better. Now what I need to do is I need to work on this area up in here. I think we'll switch for now, at least, to one of the palette knives. See what we can do with that. I want some of that white to show through there, but not totally. I don't want to obliterate it totally. Because of the texture here, hear that scraping? That's that crushed pecan shells that we worked on creating that texture yesterday. So I'm just kind of scumbling the paint over the tops of those crushed pecan shells so that we get some of the effect of the of the gray color beneath. And I'm liking that. I am liking that. Some more down here. All right. Now I'm going to create some more brush strokes. A little bit of water on that. There, right in the middle. Have to create some brush strokes on down over here. Like right over here. You know, a lot of my work turns out to be pretty dark, and I'm afraid that this one's going to turn out that way too. But you know, I'm liking what I am seeing, so let's just keep going here. If I reach a point where it's too dark, I can dip into that white. I think I just want to leave this like it is. I don't know. What do you think? So we see some runs, some drips. There, we'll get some nice drips out of that. But you know what I like to do? Let's do this. I'll get some drips. See those drips going the other way? Excuse me. Let's help them along. I'm liking what's happening right in here. See this? See how it's kind of clustering? The water is clustering there to create its own design. Now what I don't like when you get drips is I don't like the little ends of the drips. But that's okay. I can smooth those out. Alright, let's give it another quarter turn. Now we'll get the drips going the other direction. Excuse me. And since I've got it going the other direction, I kind of want some brush strokes here. my hands. Happens all the time. I don't care how careful I am, I still get paint all over my hands and my clothes. That's one reason why I'm wearing an apron today. Holly, Allie Kehoe, see you there, girl. Welcome. Aren't you due to buy another Hardesty original? I think you are. What can we do about that? Well, let me tell you. If you're not aware of it, anybody who's on here, if you're not aware of it, I am having a giveaway of a painting I call Sorpresa. It's in honor of Cinco de Mayo, and you can go to my website and enter the contest to win. The contest will last until May 17th, and the winner will be announced on May 18th. So you want to go ahead and get entered into that contest. It's on my website, jerryhardestystudio.com. And there'll be a red banner at the top of the page, top of the home page, where you can click on, open that up, and it'll take you right to where you need to sign up for the contest. So, any suggestions? What do y'all see? I think I need to take some of this off. A little bit too much. Yeah, that's better. And that created some nice texture that I like. Same here. And same here. See how much paint I got off of there? Let's go down here and see if I can take some of this off. Oh, it's already drying. You know, I usually paint on gallery wrapped canvases, and they're usually square. The downside is that on gallery wraps, if you don't frame them, and I don't because of the expense involved, but if you don't frame them, you got to paint the sides. That is the worst part of painting, is having to paint the dang sides. But it just finishes it off, makes it look a whole lot better. Hey, that's nice. I got some light out of there. I'm wondering if this is too bright, too white, if I should kind of hit that with a little bit of gray. Let's see what it does. I think I need some more water on that. I like that. You see, and only you probably can't see, or maybe you can see, but the gray paint is kind of seeping into the cracks where I've used the crackle paste on here, which gives it an interesting effect. Now see, that's better. I've kind of blended that in with the rest of the paint. I don't like this right here, so I'm going to add a little bit of black. You cover that up. I like that better. Maybe. Maybe I don't. sodium silicate. And when I put some out, you didn't use it. And I'll just help it dry and possibly crack. Now, I don't want to give away all my secrets. I'll show you one more thing that I do. I take a big blob of paint and I just spread it out. Doesn't matter that it's kind of a mixture, mostly black. Space here. Nothing new. Nothing new for me. Now I'm going to get a form. This is some packing material that I received in something that I ordered. I don't actually know what I got again, but anyway, I just press it into the paint that I just spread out. Got it, that pattern really nice and with some paint on it. Well, there's not much on there. I may have to add more paint. And then what I do is I take it and just press it onto the canvas, and it didn't work. Barely worked right in there, so I need more paint. So bear with me. I think that once you see this, you're going to like it. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Yeah, that works. There's a little bit there. A little more. But you can see the pattern that's coming through there? There, that's better. You get the idea though. Take anything that you possibly have to create some patterns or textures. So that's one of the ones that I use. Let's see if I can use another one. Don't know about that one. This is one of my favorites. Just a piece of plastic. Again, I don't know where I got it. I can get some paint on there really good. Peel it off. Ooh, that's nice. And let's put it over here, right in here. Aha. Very cool. So what do you think? What do you think? I think I'm going to call it finished, but I want to show you the crackle that I said I would. So I'm going to take the phone out of this holder and move it over. Can you see that? See that crackle? See how it's cracked and you've got the nice cracks and the gray paint that went between those cracks. It's one of the effects that I really like. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching, and I'm going to call it a day. Remember, go on my website, jerryhardestystudio.com, and enter to win that painting, sorpresa. You can see it on my site. Again, thanks for watching. Have a good day.